Now we would like to welcome our next speaker, Joy.
Hello, my name is Joy and I'm a student from ECAM Academy. I want to thank you all once again for coming here today. So we have a little activity for all of you guys to do to actually show our students knowledge and for our so first, let's begin. Does anyone know who this is? Anyone know who this is?
Malcolm X?
No.
Man.
Well, this is Bayard Rustin. Bayard Rustin was a key leader and a strategist in the civil rights movement in the 1950s and 1960s. He organized the 1963 March on Washington and helped organize the Southern Christian Leadership Conference, advising Martin Luther King Jr. and others. He was a pacifist and a lifelong advocate for nonviolence. He was also a gay man who, even though he was a key leader in the civil rights movement, was ultimately forced to resign his position in the SCLC and MLK because of the organization leaders thought his sexuality would distract from the movement, but we have never heard of him. Next. Does anyone know who this is?
Fred Hampton.
Would you like to see anything about Fred Hampton, sir?
Say anything about Fred Hampton?
Yeah.
Fred Hampton was a member of the Black Panther Party in Chicago, and he was involved in putting forward ideas of black popular power, black social power, and was involved with combating the police, establishing programs for youth, and prioritized political education as a key for liberation. And I don't know if you have more to say.
Anyone else know who Fred Hampton?
No.
Fred Hampton was an important, as he said, Fred Hampton was an important person in the struggle for black liberation. He was an active youth leader in the NAACP and later in the Black Panther Party of Chicago. He was a remarkably skilled organizer and speaker. Hampton fought against police brutality and forged multiracial alliances with other organizations. Police raided Hampton's home and murdered him in his deep sleep December 4th, 1969. His funeral was attended by over 5,000 people, yet he's not in our textbooks. Next. This right here is Grizzly Box. She was... I see you doing that. She was... Grizzly Boggs was born in Providence, Rhode Island, right? She was born above her father's restaurant in 1915. She was the daughter of a Chinese immigrant and grew up in New York City. She is the author of 5 books and dedicated her life to social justice movements. She was an important community activist in Detroit, where she lived with her husband, James Boggs, and other working activists. She died last year at the age of 100, yet we don't know about her.
Yeah! Century of knowledge!
Next. Dolores Huerta. Have you heard about her? No. Dolores Huerta was born in the rural New Mexico. She grew up in a farm worker community in California. Dolores Huerta became a teacher and couldn't ignore the poverty her students were living in. She became an organizer and co-founded the National Farmworkers Association with Cesar Chavez in 1962, which became known for the successful national grape boycott. She challenged gender discrimination in the farmworkers movement and continues to fight for women and farm workers' rights to this day, but we haven't heard of her.
Yeah.
And last but not least, Ella Baker. Ella Baker is a hero in the civil rights movement, freedom movement, who inspired and guided emerging leaders. Ella Baker grew up hearing stories about her grandmother's experience as a slave. She fought Jim Crow laws, working for the NAACP. organized voter registration with Martin Luther King Jr., and guided students who founded the Student Nonviolent Coordinating Committee, a youth-led organization which coordinates freedom rights and freedom summer, but she's not in our textbooks. This is why we need ethnic studies in our curriculum now. Thank you.